Welcome. Welcome on Sunday morning. We are doing Bhagavad Gita summary and we are on the 13th chapter, Kshetra Khetrajna Vibhag Yoga. So let us prepare ourselves by sitting straight. Head, neck, backbone in straight line, relaxed and alert. This is a position in which the energy flow is maximum. Let us withdraw our mind from the world, happenings in the world. There are two worlds. One is outside world, one is our inside world. Outside world is called as Jagata. Inside world is called as a Sansara. Let us focus on our breath, using breath as an anchor. As the mind takes up the qualities of the object it focuses on, mind, when it focuses on the breath, becomes fresh, alert, comes in the present moment, becomes detached. A still body, a cheerful mind, and a clear intellect is our sadhana, as these are the instruments to realize. Let us chant loudly so that already purified mind is concentrated now and all other lingering thoughts vanish.
Sahanau Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sah Veeryam Karavavakai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma Vishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Gajananam Bhutaganathi Sevitam Kavittajambukalasaravakshikam Umasutam Sokavinashakaranam Namami Vigneshwarapada-pankajam Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambam Karishyami Siddhirvavatam me sada Akhanda-mandalakaram Vyaptam yena characharam Tatpadam darshitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Ajnana-timirandasya Jnanam-gana-shalataya Chakshurun-militam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Gurudeva Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Savaram Jangamam Vyaptam Yatkinchit Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Chinmayam Vyapi Sarvam Trailokyam Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणम् सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः समस्तजनकल्याणे श्रीरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दम् कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं हरि ओम
Hari Om. Thank you, Lata Rajshekarji. So, we are doing the 13th chapter, Kshetra Khetrajna Vibhag Yoga. In that, 6 topics are enumerated by the Lord. The 6 topics are Kshetra, Kshetrajna, Jnanam, Nyayam, Purusha, and Prakriti. 6 topics. The first topic what Lord took up was Kshetra. Kshetra means the field, and the Kshetrajna is the knower of the field. And what Lord declared is very interesting, worth repeating again and again. I have to just close my eyes and contemplate on what Lord has said is that whatever is known to you, that is Kshetra. So you put that into the Kshetra bracket. So you make one bracket and start putting all those things which are coming in the periphery of known. So what all things can come? The objects in the world, I know. Laptop, I know. People, I know. Situations, I know. Then coming back to ourselves, I know my body, how strong it is. I know all the diseases, pains, aches. I know the breath. I can observe the breath. I know my mind and emotions. I can know my thoughts. I know that I am also existing. So that shows that all these things is Kshetra. And then who am I? I am the Kshetrajna, the knower of all these things. So definitely, once I realize this, then all these things I can just come out and relax because I am not all these things. My thoughts also are not my personal thoughts. Very important point to meditate. I think these are my personal thoughts, these are my personal opinion, these are my personal ideas. But Bhagavan says, no, that is Kshetra. So who am I? I am the Kshetrajna. And the nature of the Kshetrajna is pure consciousness, pure existence, infinite bliss. Okay, if I am the pure existence, pure consciousness, pure infinite bliss, why I am not experiencing? The second topic the Lord took was Jnanam. Now here, very interestingly, Jnanam, actually literal meaning is knowledge. But here, Bhagavan has mentioned that why you are not experiencing that you are the Kshetrajna and you are superimposing all this Kshetra on the Kshetrajna, you are having a misapprehension, you are having a adhyasa. And there is an error which has happened here. So correct the error. If error is not corrected, the effect will be misery. Adhyasa is the cause, effect is misery. So why I'm not experiencing this? So first of all, I have to identify this error, and then after identifying this error, I have to purify the mind. And so Bhagavan has given 20 values to be practiced. And when values are practiced, they are called as virtues. And when these values are practiced in our day-to-day life, in our family life, in our social life, in our business life, job life, then my mind becomes purified. So that is the answer why, in spite of having so much of knowledge, in spite of knowing so many things, in spite of I can write, I can chant, I can write essays on Atma, Brahma, Maya, but my behavior doesn't show many times. My internal feeling doesn't show many times because my mind is not purified. So we have seen at least 16 to 17 values. Today we will see the further three and how further Lord completes this chapter. I also want to invite and to you one thing is that now this 13th chapter is getting over, completed. The next chapter is very interesting. After knowing Atma, Bhagavan is going to take mind. Know your mind, three gunas. And then the 15th chapter is coming, which is a summary of entire Bhagavad Gita. So now those who are attending this session for long and those who have been alone attending but not invited any friend to attend or not told anyone that I have been benefiting out of this, please come. So now you can please invite them because this next chapter, even they join in 14th, it will be very interesting. And 15th, we are going to do the entire summary of Bhagavad Gita because this is a summary chapter. So now it's the time to invite because many people are attending the YouTube videos. I can see there are 100, 50 views. So those who are not present, they are attending later on, I can see. But it is our duty to invite maximum people regularly. So next chapter will be very interesting for them to start because we are going to analyze the three moods of the mind. But before that, we have to discuss about the four topics, which are of the 13th chapter. So till now, whatever values we have seen are absence of pride, amanitvam, pretension, absence of pretension, non-injury, forgiveness, fortitude, uprightness, tuning with the teacher, acharyopasanam, shaucham, cleanliness, internal and external, steadfastness, then no attachment to sense object, indriyartheshu, vairagya, dispassion, abandonment, and we saw last session, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi, Dukkha Dosha Anudarshanam, seeing sorrow where others see happiness. I don't see those who are pure veg, they don't see any happiness in non-veg. Those who are non-smokers, they don't see any happiness in smoking. Those who are non-drinkers of alcohol, they don't see any enjoyment in having whiskey, beer, they don't know the names also. In the same way, the sannyasi doesn't see any happiness in the world of situations, objects, and people. And that's the reason sometimes people wonder, no, but why this person didn't get married and directly took sannyas? Doesn't want to enjoy life? So whatever I enjoy, I think that other people also must find enjoyment in it, but other people don't find enjoyment in that at all. So last time we saw this very important aspect to be focused, to be contemplated upon, and why this drushti Bhagavan is inviting us to develop. That Bhagavan is saying that I only have created this world and I only am telling you that there is no happiness located in this world. You just go through your journey as a tourist, but if you want to seek happiness, seek within. Then next topic we took in detail was asakti, non-attachment. And we saw what is asakti. We saw general asakti, specific asakti. General asakti is towards my bed, towards my pillow, towards my morning coffee taste, towards my color, towards my sari, towards my this dress. This is general asakti. And then if I don't get, I become uncomfortable. Specific asakti is towards my own body, my own opinion, my own mind. my own thoughts. And then Bhagwan, to add on, said, Putra Dara Gruhadishu. Don't get attached to spouse, children, and home. Now, very, very important. People say, no, but how can I not get attached to my home, my family? But Bhagwan says, all these things are for your growth. If you are not growing as a person, as a human being, then what is the point in getting into this family life, creating a home, having children, and then their children, and getting attached there only and not able to come out till I am 70, 80, 90, still I am attached. So, Putradhar Gruhadishu means create family, do a job, do your duty, but do not get attached. And if I do not get attached, what is the next what we saw? Nityam sa samachittatva. I must remain equanimous, and this Bhagavan has taken many times. Samatvam yoga uchyate. Equanimity in life, in failure, in success, in happiness, in sorrow, in challenging situation, in good situations. If I meet a nice person, if I meet a bad person, if I meet an angry person, if I meet a very cunning person, if I meet a very kind person, I must be equanimous to them. In my mind, in my action, I may show some difference. This is what we are talking is at psychological level, not at transactional level. I have to distinguish between salt, sugar, and chili. But internally, I must know that these are all 5 elements only. And then, now we are going to see Vivikta Deshe. After this, what? Okay, after I develop this value, you develop one more value. Vivikta Desha means resort to solitary place. Capacity to withdraw from everything, liking solitude. This is very important. After I become 60-year-old, 55-year-old, slowly, 25, 30 years, I have been involved in life. Slowly, I must start enjoying my own company. Constantly to see something, talk to somebody, hear something, WhatsApp, Facebook, pick up phone and talk for hours, not knowing what is the right time. There is a saying called as one can talk whole day without communicating anything. So after some time, I must start enjoying solitude. I must start enjoying my own company. My own company means my own company of these thoughts, what we have developed as Vedantic learning. Okay, what did Lord said in Bhagavad Gita? What did Lord say in Upanishad? Let me revel. So I am enjoying my own thoughts. Sat Sangha means Sangha with Sat, existence. Under the name of Sat Sangha, constantly I am listening to other people, then when will I have time to reflect? Develop distaste for crowded society, avoiding, or if cannot avoid, at least mentally switch off, divert the topic. Now somebody might say, no, but I cannot avoid because in my house only there is somebody who constantly talks, constantly TV is on, constantly mobile, constantly WhatsApp, constantly YouTube. Constantly the person wants to see something, do something, and constantly there are plans of tomorrow, day after tomorrow, again and again the same thing. Then I have to develop little more titiksha, fortitude, and I have to develop one technique of switching off, ignoring. And Guruji says, avoid company of uncultured, avoid company of people who have no humility, avoid company of people whose goal is bhoga only, constantly want to experience this, want to see this, who talk only about pleasure, wealth. Those who have lot of enemies, hatred, what is going on in the society, mobile phone, this, YouTube, WhatsApp, constantly the person is discussing that only with us. So avoid, if you cannot avoid, ignore. If you cannot ignore, at least switch off, don't entertain. Be with oneself. Be with oneself means with my body, with my mind, with my silence, with my breath, with thoughts of God. All these things we are learning. Again, I have to revise like the cow. Cow example is taken as our manan. The cow eats. When it gets to eat, it goes on eating. Like as we go on listening from morning to evening, from one class to another class, one book to another book, one YouTube channel to another YouTube channel, and no, I'm listening spirituality, I'm listening lot of discourses, but after that listening, the cow comes and sits at one place, takes out all the food in the mouth again and again chews sitting down. So in the same way, suppose I am not chewing it properly, if I am not digesting it properly in the manan, there will be indigestion, there will be confusion. I am just eating but not digesting. So eating is equal to Shravan, digesting is equal to Manan, assimilating all that thing is Nididhyasanam, and absorption is Samadhi. It is about thoughts. Be with company of our own noble thoughts in the waking state. What are the noble thoughts? Suppose I get a good thought, then I must keep entertaining it. Then what the Lord has said, I must keep. So 1 hour, suppose I am doing Shravan, then at least half an hour Manan is required. Sit quietly every day for 1 hour. So we must practice sitting quiet. Even though thoughts are coming, there is that at least first practice is Sukha Asanam. I am not moving my body. This is our first practice. No, but so many thoughts come in our mind. That is not the first step. First step is I just sit quietly, lock my fingers like this and sit. And my body is not moving. At least first goal is that body should not move. Let the thoughts move. The second goal is to invoke God's grace, Gurudev's grace. Third is to observe the breath so that the mind purifies. And then I must then do some japa. And then I can think of all these thoughts, No, but this Vedantic thoughts doesn't come. It will not come because I'm not following the steps. So there are 5 steps of meditation. First step is Sukha Asanam, body. Second step is invoking grace. Step number 2, very important. Third, observing breath where the mind becomes quieter. Fourth, doing some japa, very important, so that mind becomes concentrated. And then I must say the Mahavakya or I must repeat the mantra, whatever realization mantra I have taken. Am Brahmasmi, I am not the body, mind, intellect, I am God. I am Satchitananda, etc. Whatever we want to say. Observation, introspection of self is important. So every day I must take some time to think about what am I doing in life? Is it taking me towards my goal? What is my goal? What am I thinking? Is it taking me towards my goal? What am I feeling? Is it taking me towards my goal? Whatever I'm doing, is it taking me towards my goal? However, what am I transacting with? Is it taking me towards my goal? So in our Shastra, this is a very important practice to ask, is it taking me towards my goal? Because whatever thinking, feeling, doing, being is taking me towards the goal is called as punya. And whatever is taking me away from my goal is called as papa, sin. And when we actually start introspecting, we will know what is action and what is reaction. Most of the time, we are reacting to the stimuli. We are not acting. Aloneness inspires, loneliness perspires, Gurudev says. So there is a story. There was a king. There was a kingdom. He had a queen, so they were ruling. They had a beautiful princess, and they had a very faithful maid servant. Friday man Friday. Now the princess became very young, and the maid also had a young son. And they both were of the same age. Though the maid servant's son used to see the queen. And when he became 2024, the maid servant son told the maid that, I have only one desire. And that is, I want to marry the queen, princess. The maid servant, what are you talking? I have been serving them She is the princess, you are the servant, you have nothing. You are a maid servant son. Just because we are living in the kingdom doesn't mean that, no, but then if not, then I will give my life. I will suicide. That maid servant was a lady. She went to the queen. She told, this is a problem. What to do? It is very difficult to tell also what is the problem. And I am not telling you because you will kill me, you will kick me out. How can my son think of your daughter? So the queen was very wise. She had read all the Vedanta, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads. She told, okay, no problems. You ask your son to meet me. So the next day, the maid servant fearfully told, no, the queen has called you. She might remove you. The son told nothing. I don't know anything, but if I don't get the queen, I will suicide. So the son went to the queen. She told, okay, sit down. What is your wish? I have only one wish in life, that I want to marry the princess, your daughter. I know I am maid, servant, son. I have nothing. I am not educated. I am not qualified, but I don't know. I want to marry. Love is blind. She will, okay, no problems. I will give my daughter's hand to you, but on one condition. What? You have to spend 1 year in one room. I will provide you everything. And the boy was so happy. Only 1 year. Yes, only 1 year you have to spend in one room. I will provide you food, clothing, shelter. You don't have to come out of the room. It was very easy. I will do it. Immediately, one room was given, and the boy went into the room, and the queen had kept all the books there: Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, Pramana Grantha, Drugdusha Vivek, all those. So, boy, 1 day, 2 days started thinking of the princess. Then nothing to do. Vivikta Desha. We are discussing Vivikta Desha. Then he started opening the book one by one, started reading, and she had kept in that language one book, two books, 1 year. Vivikta Desha, solitary, no contact with anybody. In 1 year, when the boy came out and the queen asked him, okay, you are eligible. He said, no, I am not interested in marrying your daughter. I am just going out and taking sannyas to Himalayas because I have realized my real swarup is this. And I am just... So this is Guruji's story, that how Vivikta Desha can actually destroy all our vasanas and desires. But very important point in this entire story is not the boy and not the princess, and none. We should not get into thinking how can he think about it and why not to give. Point is the books. Point is satsanga. Point is thoughts. He was there with his thoughts, and those thoughts got colored with all these books, satsanga books. And then in that revelation, he realized what is his real swarup. Not interested in the world. Now, as Arjun's very famous point always comes after Bhagavan gives lot of information. Bhagavan says, okay, that is not... I understood all 20, but can you tell me one to practice? Oh, I cannot practice 20. One to practice, one. Tell me only one which is the best one. Best one. Because I am the best archer. Tell me only one quality to practice. So Bhagavan says, constancy in self-knowledge. That you practice. Whatever happens, whether you get married, whether you are schooling, whether you are college, whether you have children, whether you are having grandchildren, whether you are busy, never say in life, number one. So today our resolution, never say to life, you are busy. Never say to life that I do not have time for the timeless. Very important point, because God is listening. Constantly people say, no, what to do, lot of work, this to do, that to do. I have no time. Never say from today, I do not have time. Somehow I have to find time. Constancy in knowledge. I just remember, I think some of you would know, yes, day before yesterday, one person had come to our place, Manjula. I think some of you would know. She's in Kharghar. She wanted to join the course. Gurudev told, no, you stay outside and serve. And before getting married, she put only one condition to husband, that I want to serve Chinmay mission. And I will do everything. And she is serving so much. She told, whatever happens, I find time to serve Chinmay mission. She is doing so much of work. Now she is the vice president Chinmay mission Mumbai. Lives in Ghatkopar. Every day, the only thought at the back of the mind, what can I do for Chinmay mission? She serves. So this is constancy, because now she is holding on to something which is eternal. So why this constancy in self-knowledge, Bhagavan is highlighting much. Because if I do not have this self-knowledge, if I don't have Vedantic knowledge, I just also wonder, and I've asked this question myself. Myself, without this Vedantic knowledge, what would happen? Don't know what is the purpose, don't know where I've come from, don't know what is the next life, don't know what am I doing, what is right, what is wrong, what is good, what is bad, what is God, what is Jagat. I do not know anything and I'm just living my life. Consistency in learning every day. Shravan, Manan, Nididhyasam. This is Bhagavan says you do. Do not tell yourself any time or to the world, I do not have time just because I am in family, just because I have job, just because I am family. No, this big problem. Nothing doing. You have to do every day this. Otherwise, you will get lost in this illusory world and you will not only, you will go far away. Every day, Shravan, Manan, Nididhyasam. There are people today on this Sunday morning, they have been attending this class for 20 years. Every Sunday without a break. Remember the goal every day and transact with the world. Very important point. This is constancy in knowledge. Every day when I am dealing with my family, husband, wife, children, grandchildren, at the back of the mind, I must know that my goal is to realize my own real nature, which is pure existence, pure consciousness, infinite bliss. My nature is infinite bliss, and then I transact. I have to live this knowledge. How? Self in one. See self, oneself in all. These are all God's children only. So one place I heard that, very interestingly, 3 lines, three verses we must remember. That who am I? Mamai Vansho Jiva Loke. I am his child only. All are his children. How to deal with others? I have to deal with others thinking that Bhagavan is resting in their heart. Sarvasya Chaham Rudhi Sandhi Vishnu. I must see that Bhagavan is saying, I am in everybody's heart. Suppose I say something bad about another person, Bhagavan is sitting in his heart only. And then how to transact Advishta Sarva Bhutanam. Maitra Karuna Yevacha. These verses are there in 15th chapter. We will discuss. Oneness is way to happiness. Manyness is way to sorrow. And so what is one quality we must develop? Tattva Nyartha Darshanam. I must always have this drushti from knowledge. Understanding the end of true knowledge. Because the next topic what is going to come is Neyam, what is to be known. So what is our goal? Liberation from all our imperfections, limitations, bondage. So what are the qualities? These are the 20 qualities I must develop. That is called as knowledge, jnanam. So we have completed the second topic. And realize that you are the Kshetrajna, the knower, the Pramata number 1. This is true knowledge. This is called as knowledge. Even though I have lot of science knowledge and lot of economics knowledge and lot of finance knowledge, Bhagavan says that knowledge is important for your day-to-day life, for your comfort, for your security, for your enjoying this world, for earning money. But real knowledge is this. These are the means to realize. Mind cultivated with above qualities becomes fully ready to experience that Kshetra. What is opposite of all these 20 values is ignorance. So to summarize these values, amanitvam, humility, adambhitvam, unpretentiousness, ahimsa, non-injury. As we are doing summary, we must have the clarity on what are the 20 values. Shanti, forgiveness. Arjavam, uprightness. Acharya, upasanam, service to teacher. Shaucham, purity, internal and external. Sthiryam, steadfastness. Atma vinigraha, self-control. Indriyartheshu, indifference to object of sense. Vairagyam, dispassion, absence of egoism. Anahankara, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi Dukkha Dosha Anudarshanam, perception of sorrow in birth, death, life, pain, changing Jagata. Asakti, non-attachment. Anabhiswangha, not identification with self. Self is the body, mind, intellect. Putra Dara Gruha Dishu, attachment with wife, son, home. Nityam Samachittatvam, constant even-mindedness with desirable, undesirable objects. Ananya Yoga. So we saw what is the difference between devotion. Devotion is love for higher, and prema, love for lower. We saw difference between love, attachment and indifference also. Vivikta Desha, that is what we discussed today, resorting to solitary place. Solitary place is solitary time. I suppose today I say, no, I cannot go to forest and say, I don't have to go to forest and say. I have to get up early morning and sit when there is no disturbance from any family members. Or at the night, whichever time suits me. Then constantly in self-knowledge and understanding the end of knowledge. Tattva Jnanartha Darshanam. So these are the 20 values what we saw. So we have to pick up one and practice one. That is our resolution. So the third topic which comes now is Neyam. Still Bhagavan is not taking Kshetrajna. So 6 topics of this chapter are Kshetrajna, Kshetra, Jnanam, Neyam, Purusha and Prakriti. So till now we have seen Kshetra and Jnanam. Kshetra means field of knowing and Jnanam means 20 values. But Neyam means what is worth knowing in this life. Not WhatsApp, not Facebook, not people, not situation. No, I know so many things in this life. Till now we have covered Kshetra and Jnanam topics. I shall now reveal to you that which ought to be known. So before I die, before I exit, I must know this. And by knowing this, I will attain immortality. Om Brahmavit Apnoti Param. The knower of Brahman attains the supreme. So before I exit, if I do not know Brahman, if I do not have Brahman knowledge, this life is wasted. Because again there will be mortality. It is the beginningless Brahman which lies beyond. That should be my interest of knowledge. Every day I must read about Brahman because that Bhagavan says is the Neyam to be known. Neyam is equal to Kshetrajna, Brahman, Anadi, Patparam. So what is the Brahman in me? I'm not interested in Brahman. Bhagavan says you have to know yourself. Every day I must take appointment with myself. As Guruji says, that is your private time with God. That is your private time with yourself. Every day I must give time for myself. I should not say, no, I don't have time for myself. So the Neyam means what should I know before my journey ends here? I must know myself. If I do not know myself, what is the point in doing all these things? Like when a person who is drunk says anything, does anything, we laugh. No, he's forgotten who is he. Same thing with us. We have forgotten who am I and then I'm transacting in the world. What is the result of knowing? Immortality. Fearless happiness. Goal of life is knowing Kshetrajna. Brahman, God, self, whatever I can say, all are same. How I can become immortal by knowing Kshetrajna? I am not the body, I am not the ego, I notion, which are subject to limits, bondage, sorrow. These are all coming in the Kshetra, what Bhagavan has put in the Kshetra, those 24 plus 7 elements which Bhagavan has given in the 4th or 5th verse. Those are all Kshetra, but I am Kshetrajna. And I must know myself. The whole tragedy, the whole joke is that I do not know who am I, and I'm assuming that I am this body, I am this mind, I am this intellect, I am this memory, I am this thought. Bhagavan says, no, no, all that is Kshetra. The moment I know I am the Kshetrajna, all sorrows will be disappearing. Because I will know that I don't have to seek happiness, but I am happiness itself. Right now I have to do so many things to be happy. I will realize that I was never born. I was never miserable. Birth and death is only an illusion because birth and death belongs to the body. Because the subtle and causal body goes from one body to another body. So subtle and causal body doesn't die. It just disappears when the light of knowledge comes on it. Is Kshetrajna really worth knowing? Is Kshetrajna so interesting? See, today I am not interested to know myself because I think what is there to know myself? I know myself. But what I know about myself is only my body, my mind, my intellect, my memory, my experiences. If suppose you ask somebody, can you tell about your life, about you? The person will start from his father, grandfather, then village, and then come right now. But no, no, I want to know about you. Who are you? No, no, my name is Prasad, but that is your name. Suppose you change the name. No, no, I am a husband. That is your relationship. No, no, I am this manager. That is your designation. No, no, right now I am this age. That is about age of the body. But who are you? What is your address? No, no, I live in Ghatkopar, Mumbai, but that is your physical address. Tomorrow you change that address. Who are you? Who am I? So, one question which is most interesting in life is that who am I? Is it worth knowing? And because the goal is not so interesting, we are getting interested in other things which Bhagavan is saying are not worth knowing. What is worth knowing in this life? The Niyam. It is Sat or Asat. It is beginningless and endless. Now here, very interestingly, because it's a summary, we'll just go through here. Opposite qualities are given. It is neither existing, neither non-existing. Sat. It is beginningless and endless. It has got hands and legs and mouth, ears everywhere. Sarvendriyanam, the Atma pervades through all bodies, through all minds. It envelops but is invisible. It makes the senses shine but is beyond senses. It is unattached but all supporting. It is devoid of any qualities yet the experiencer. It is moving and unmoving. It is within and without. It is knowable and unknowable. It is far and near. It is undivided yet exists as divided. It is creator, supporter, and destroyer of all. It is light of all lights. It is beyond darkness. It is knowledge, reached by knowledge only. Where to find out? It is dwelling in my own heart. Sarvasya chaham hrudi sannivishnu. I am there in your heart. So why these opposite qualities are given? Not to get entangled into words. Not to think that I am this word through Atma. Okay, my nature is Atma, but that is only word. No, no, my nature is Aham Brahmasmi. That is only word. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. That is only words. I cannot just write sugar on paper and eat and then experience sweetness. I have to actually take the sugar and eat. So all these qualities, all these attributes, not qualities, are given of Kshetrajna. Who is the Kshetrajna? These are the... And why opposite are given? Because now you have to make it interesting. It is far also, it is near also. Yes. Far for a person who is ignorant, avidya is there. Near for a person who has knowledge. It is undivided yet exists as divided. How is it possible? I am infinite, but when superimposition happens, it appears to be different. So this world is different. Suppose I look around, all things are different to me, but all things are pervaded by one infinite self only. One H2O is there, H2O, but that H2O expresses as waves, H2O expresses as froth, H2O expresses as bubbles, H2O expresses as ocean. So whether H2O is ocean or waves or bubbles or froth, it is within and without also. It is inside me, it is outside me also. Where it is not there. It is light of all lights. This entire sun, moon, stars, fire, me, everything is illumined by it only. So these are the attributes given for what? These are the attributes given for our contemplation. When I sit, close my eyes, first of all, make my body still, invoke God's grace, focus on the breath, then do some japa, and then finally do what? Finally, I have to say all these things that I am beginningless and endless. I am infinite bliss. I am the light of all lights. I am the Satchitananda. I am the creator, supporter, and destroyer. How can you say I am the creator, supporter, and destroyer of all? Because I got created. I found myself born when this world was there. Where is the world located? In my thought. When the thought is there, world is there. When no thought, no world. So who creates the world? I create the world in my mind. So this is how I must contemplate on these attributes about Kshetrajna. And how to reach it? By knowledge. And that's the reason Bhagavan told one of the quality we must develop is do not give up. Do not waste any day where I have not done this satsang, read a book, heard a commentary, done manan about this. Where to find out? I don't have to go and searching. ना मंदिर में, ना मस्जिद में, ना काशी कैलाश में, मैं तो तेरे पास में, मैं तो विश्वास में, dwelling in your heart. Summary till now, Kshetra, field, whatever I can perceive, observe, experience, know. What is Jnanam? Knowledge, 20 values which purifies the mind. What is Neyam? Knowable, the only worth knowing in this life. And what is Kshetrajna? Kshetra is my own self. And why these Lakshanas are given? These are called as Lakshanas, those who have done Pramana Vichar. And that's the reason we have done this Pramana Vichar because of this. Because now this Pramana Vichar will help us that these are all Lakshanas. And I have to use the right Pramana, that is Shabda Praman, and then realize the self. Immortal, beginningless, all pervading, detached, supporter, within, without, generator, operator, destroyer, light of all lights, all there are various Lakshanas given in Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads about God, about Brahman, about self. And it is Kshetrajna, my own self. After reading all these things, now I have given these words in English. Suppose I listen to these words in Sanskrit, I will say I am talking about somebody else, something else. One who recognizes this one principle in all is called as Mad Bhakta, becomes fit for realizing the highest Mad Bhava. Okay, now we have completed 4 pointers. Now still 2 are remaining to define, Purusha and Prakriti. But today's homework is, I should not waste any day where I am not thinking about Kshetrajna number 1. Kshetrajna number 1 is my own self, and the attributes to know is that through these words. How to do it? I have to just say that I am Satchitananda. Aham Brahmasmi. My real nature is pure existence, pure consciousness, infinite bliss. Nothing happens, nothing will happen. But I have to keep repeating it, keep purifying the mind with 20 values. And as the dreamer wakes up, instantly, this will happen instantly. The moment the mind is purified, the moment the mind is concentrated. And I know this Praman and Lakshanas of the Kshetrajna because the focus has to be clear. That from today, my only goal in life is to know who am I. All other things I'm doing at transactory level as my duty and enjoy it. But my real goal is to know myself before I die. This must become our goal of life, purpose of life. All other things I must do as duty simultaneously, not that we are not giving up duties, because these values are to be practiced in day-to-day life only. So my invitation to you is that please start inviting one or two people more, because Bhagavan says in 18th chapter that Mad Bhakta, if you really want to become my Bhakta, spread this knowledge. If you can't spread yourself, at least I can call two people to listen to this. Because next chapter is going to be very interesting, because we are going to discuss moods of the mind and then summary of the entire Bhagavad Gita. Beautiful chapter, Purushottama Yoga, 15th chapter. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Thank you very much for listening.